Greetings all, it's your boy Cholo aka Spooky TCG, and today we have a banger of a video. It's me playing against Claire with her favorite character in the One Piece anime, which is Sabo. And you know who I got? My favorite boy. It's Zoro. It's Unga Bunga time. So yeah, this is our practice match. Going for the Wave CS in Manila. So yeah, we are currently in the Eastern meta, so we already have OP14. But yeah, as I said, this was our practice game, going for the 3v3 that would happen on that weekend. So yeah, I do start off here. I do get my curve, and Sabo also does get their curve because they do want to go second, because they can just put down the Hawk, then into the Sabo sec, and just into Dragon. So yeah. But here, I do get to go first, and let's see how it plays out. So we can already see here that Sabo plays out the Garp Searcher, which is so applicable to the three brothers set in OP13. We have Ace, of course, RG Luffy, and RB Sabo as well. And it starts off with two Searchers already, with the Bello Betty and the Garp. So with the Bello Betty Searcher, she does get the Hawk, which is a pesky blocker for me. And meanwhile, on my turn, I play a 3 Dawn. I play out my Dracul Mihawk that gets me to cheat out a 4 cost slash character. And I get to play Roronoa Zoro, which as an on-play ability, refresh 2 Dawn. And with that, I get to play a Perona Searcher as well. So yeah, the only drawback that I can see with Sabo, it is a bricky deck. Aside from it being bricky, if you're playing against aggro, that static ability of Sabo, if you have 4 or more life, correct? Or correct me if I'm wrong. You get a minus 1000. So yeah, Sabo is a 4k leader until you get to 3 life. But does make up for it with the big boys and the bodies that it does cheat out, and the static ability of you have a Dawn attached to it. All of your characters get plus 1000. So yeah, and what I love about this OP13 Zoro is you get to refresh it at the end of turn. It gets to stand. So it plays out the Hawk here, and this Hawk gets a plus 4 cost, so it is an 8 cost, but doesn't have a Dawn attached. And does not swing, just passes a turn here. Going to my 5th on turn, and I think I had a Tashigi in hand, but I don't want to play it out. I was waiting for the Sex Sabo to come out. Yeah, I played the Queena instead, which I get to rest the Hawk either way. And with the Queena, it works. It says you can only rest a 4 cost or less, but it looks at the original cost. Hawk has an ability, it gets plus 4 cost, so it's an 8 cost, but the original cost is still at 4, so it gets rested with the Queena. So swing 4 to 4 here, then I swing 6 to 4, then since Sabo is already at 3 life, he becomes a 5k leader, and which I do swing. This is where I contemplate if I swing to the Hawk, and which I did because it's gonna be pesking me the whole game, so it's better to take it out. And then I got to swing into leader, and there you go, just pass the turn. The reasoning I wanted to take the Hawk out, was because of Zoro. If I don't swing into it, and she does get to play out the Sex Sabo and gets to attach 1 dot, it becomes just a 6k blocker. And it would just be harder for me to just swing and attack. Or she can even use it as an attacker as well. Goes to their 6th Dawn turn and does play out the Sabo. And gets to attach 1 Dawn, activates the ability. And Sabo gets the Sabo sec gets a plus 2 cost, so it is a 8 cost now. And Sabo leader ability here is active, so all of the characters gets plus 1000, and the leader effect does also get plus 1000 as long as there is an 8 cost power or higher in play, and there's a Dawn attached to Sabo. It gets plus 1000, so it becomes a 6k, like Ace. And I play out the Trafalgar Law here, the OP13. I get to bounce 1, and I get to play a 5 cost or less that is rested. And I play out, of course, the Shigi. Of course, we're playing the or we're running the Shigi here. That is the Peach Momoko version. Yeah, even though I like the flagship, but the Peach Momoko one is a classic. So I swing in for 8, and I was able to rest the Sabo sec here, or the Sabo blocker, using the Tashigi effect since it does only look at the original cost. And I get to rest it and attach 3 Dawn to my leader. And does counter out for the Sabo and counter out for the leader as well. So just play out the Perona and get the 2k counting. In my current list, I'm not running Shimotsuki anymore. I'm running Helmato. Or you can other run the other one, the frog guy. One of the retainers in, I forgot, in the Wano arc. Kawatsuki, I think. That's what his name is. So going to the 8 Dawn turn here of the Sabo is in still a good position, so since Sabo is actually okay to go down to a low life, to 2 to 3 life, and can still sustain with it. And just plays out another Sabo here, another defender, or blocker rather, and gets to activate it. And attach 2 Rested Dawn to the leader, making that leader effect or static ability already work. So has still 2 Dawn open. Interesting. What does she play out? Now that's the question. Not only that, but we can see that there is also a possibility here that she can just play out a stage or another searcher to try to get a dragon, either a dragon or I don't know what would be possible, because the stage, right, is just for Revolutionary Army. Yeah, this one, and the Garp is the only searcher here. For non-Revolutionary Army cards, at least. Gets it to K Koala. Does trash the Stussy. So one of the reasons why Sabo is so good, it has a very decent matchup against Ace and as Emo as well. One of them for Ace is the Stussy. You can just trash one of your cards or one of your characters, and you're able to just KO straight up any character. There's no restriction for it. Unlike the 9 cost Shanks in green, it has to be rested. This one, it doesn't. You just trash one of your characters and you get to KO anything. Into my 9 Dawn turn here. Let's see. Play out the Cavendish. And with the on-play ability, I get to refresh to Dawn. I get to play out the Hiyori and activate it as well. Just trying to dig, trying to get some cards or better utility to work with here. I get the event, the original I'm Invincible. I don't know if you guys played against Uta, but yeah, the Luffy event or the event for Zoro that will become Pirate King, it's just a rip-off of the I'm Invincible in the Uta deck. And I love Uta, man. That film deck is such a fun deck to pilot. But yeah, it's not more fun than hitting for 8 every turn. So there you go. Attach 1 Dawn to the Shigi, and that's an 8k to a 6k leader, asking for 2 cards in hand. Still have 3 Dawn to work with. That's why Zoro is also good into Ace. You're able to rest the Marco with the Tashigi, and with Tashigi as well, you just attach 1 Dawn, swinging for 8 to a 6k leader, and just with the leader ability of Zoro, just to get attached Dawn, and just if he does block with the Whitebeard, you can just restand it and swing again. Does block and swing, does counter out with a 2k here. And I swing in. That's going to be 8. Swinging into the rested one. Does play a waxing fist and just use the leader ability to restand it and swing again 2 life. Claire going down here to 1 life. See how this plays out. Going to the Tendon turn. So usually you can just spam and repeat the dragon when you're in Tendon and just leave up 2 of your Dawn just for counter events. So which would be Black Hole. Is it Black Hole? Yeah, Black Hole and Waxing Fist. And also one of the reasons why Sabo is such a good deck in OP13 against Emu and Ace, because you have the option to run Roger, since it was a heavy, blocker meta with the 10 cost Whitebeard and the 4 cost blocker. What do you call that? War Fury? War Fury? Is it War Fury? War Fury. Thompson, and of course Mars as well. You can just play down the 10 cost Roger and just swing in for game. If they can't counter out with the events, you know. And with Sabo, you can just build up a big board of big people. So Tendon turn here. I don't think it's viable to play out the dragon since there isn't anything that's notable in the trash. Plays out the Stussy. And there you go, just gets to KO something. And at first she chooses the Tashigi, but I was recommending that she would rather take out the Cavendish since it would be better. I can't repeat the effect of me getting to activate 2 Dawn when it attacks. And meanwhile, she does activate the Defender Sabo effect, or the Blocker Sabo effect. Activate main, attach 2 Dawn since there are 2 blockers. So yeah, she just ends up choosing the Cavendish instead. That's coercion. That's fishing. No, I'm just joking. And swings in for... This is 8. Yeah, that's 8 to the Trafalgar Law. And does go down. Yep, just like that. Swings in to the Hiyori, so I can't get the search. Going to my Tendon turn. If this was Ace, I would have played out. It would have been nice to have a 10 cost Shanks. But yeah. Let's see here. I play out the Asura, which I get to rest one of the Dawn and one of the blockers. And then I swing in for 8. Again, just continuously swinging for 8. It's like so fun. My goodness. You know the song Ocho Ocho? Tayo'y mag Ocho. This deck is just like Ocho Ocho. If you're Filipino, you get that. But I know Ocho isn't really a Filipino word. I think it's Spanish, right? Do I not know my own language? My goodness. But yeah, just swinging for 8, asking for 2 hand cards again. That's 8 to 6. And does block here. Just chooses to block. And then I just swinging for 8 again. And just give it away. And plays them use the leader ability to restand it. And swinging again for 8. So that was 3 attacks of just 8k swings. And she just needed a 1k counter for the Sabo blocker. But with that being said as well, we did see that she got a Monkey D Dragon into her hand. So with the Sabo blocker going to the yard, she can just bring it back with that. There you go, the baby Black Moria. Bring back Moria, guys. No, I'm just joking. That card is so good, especially with BY Luffy. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Gecko Moira, the 8 cost did get banned. Essentially, Monkey D Dragon is almost like that, but can only bring back a Revolutionary Army that is 6 costs below, and you must return 3 cards from your trash back to your deck. And with that, gets to play out the Sabo and uses effect to give everything plus 1k. So, Sabo is just almost like Ace. Just survive and get your big boys into board. And with your leader effect, it's like a pseudo Bello Betty, as long as you have an 8 cost and you have a Dawn attached to it, which is always going to happen since of the Sabo sec or the blocker. And just swings into the Tashigi and I just block it because I want that there. To just continue attaching one Dawn and being a menace. 2 Dawn active and 1 blocker. With 4 hand cards in hand. So I start off by swinging for 8. I still have 9 Dawn to work with. Just doing the math here. Yeah. I can see that she has a 2k counter. That's the koala. And what else is at hand? Does give me 2. That's 10. Yeah, it's 10. I do swinging here for 11. Does block. Uses the leader ability. Restand it. And does get to counter out with the waxing fist and the 2k, but with the 3 cost event or the I'm invincible effect, I was able to end the game. Yeah. So with that being said, that's Zoro for you guys. That's the Unga Bunga. Does win us the game. So yeah, if you want to pick up a deck that's just swing and keep just on swinging, you can pick up Zoro. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Click the like, subscribe button, and to get notified, hit the bell notification. Help us get that sub count up. But yeah, I hope you have a great one, and we'll see you on the next one.